I have started my wellness mix, and the wellness mix is a uh, microgreen mix of sunflower, broccoli, red cabbage, kale, and daikon radish, and that is one tray of each of these. This graphic shows days to harvest, and it shows that, for example, sunflower is 12 days to harvest. Sunflower has the longest days to harvest. Broccoli and red cabbage and kale, they have 10 days to harvest. So I start them 2 days later. I start them on day 2. And just notice that I'm starting on day 0 here. This helps with calculation. And daikon radish is the fastest of all these crops. It's a 7-day. So I start daikon radish on day 5 so that I will have the harvest on the same day as all of the others. And generally, I'm trying to harvest on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I will go and adjust my calendar. Um, so every Tuesday and Friday comes up as a harvest. One of the things that I'm doing is with a hull drop experiment. The sunflower seed hulls are really difficult to get off, and they will fall off by themselves as the plant matures, but in order to get them to all fall off at the same time, you have to do things just right. And my experiment is going to be I have followed a procedure, and if you look at one of my previous videos, you'll see the sunflower sowing, microgreen sowing procedure. I seed with 250 grams. I sanitize for 15 minutes in a 1 to 10 bleach solution, and then I've got two trials going here. One is I take that sanitized seed and put it directly in a tray. And the second is I soak the sanitized seed in water for 24 hours and then put it in the tray in a similar way. That I will use on both of them. I will top water 300 milliliters and sub water 700 milliliters for a total of about 1,000. Um, and this is not necessarily exact. I'm just doing it roughly. Unstack on day 5. These are the tray is then put under weight and under another tray, and the plants are allowed to germinate for 5 days. On day 5, um, actually this is a mistake, so I'm going to change it here. This should be 700 milliliters. And then every day, 700 milliliters every morning. Uh, Sunflower microgreens are thirsty. And then harvest on day 12. In the past, I've gotten 530 grams. It really depends on how wet the greens are. So let's move over to this water model. This is my attempt to estimate the weight of the tray. These are grams on the left, and these are days along the bottom. So I seed it in, and I add about 1,000 grams of water, top 300, sub 700, and then I do nothing for 5 days. On the unstacking day, day 5, I add 700 milliliters, and here is the total tray weight. Tray weight bumps up, and the next day it will drop a little bit, but then it will bump up again as I water it every day. And these are the 7 days, um, and this is the harvest day. And this green line here is an attempt to estimate how much water is in the tray that is not in the plant, that is in the potting soil and available to the plant. This red line is my estimation of the amount of vegetative matter, the weight of that vegetative matter. And this blue line that stays constant is the tray weight, the dry tray weight prior to adding any water. And these are kind of, this model is related. Basically, the vegetative water plus the water in the tray plus the dry tray weight equals the actual tray weight, and that's my estimate of how the tray weight will change through the life of the plant. So that is my next step here, is to grow this wellness mix, and this mix is based on nutritional information. It's my attempt to get the most nutrition in the microgreen mix that I possibly can. Thank you for watching.